Good evening, all. Welcome to Weatherfans Live here on Sunday, 22nd of February, 25. No, it's not 25, it's 26, isn't it? To apologise. Hope you're all well this evening. It is the last live of this meteorological winter before we head into meteorological spring next Sunday. So let's put my head into the chat and just see how we're all doing. So the first person in this evening is Laura. Good evening, Markland, everyone. And someone's just appeared. There she is. She's run into my lap. Ow! Don't bite. There's Stormy already. She's just running, jumped onto my lap and decides she wants to bite me. You got cat food in there. Eat it, not my hand. So yeah, there's Stormy already. Causing havoc already. Good evening to Lee Stevens. Hope you're well, my friend. Good evening to Suit. Just helping YouTube work today. Seems to be working fine at the moment. Still early days yet. Good evening to our mod, Paul James. Hope you're well, my friend. So who else have we got? We've got Frog Legs Matthew. Good evening all. Very mild week coming up with shorts and t-shirt weather. Won't go that far, but definitely feel a lot warmer this week. We'll have a look at that in just a moment. Good evening to Trust Zone Dog Training. Hope you are well this evening. Good evening to Audio Coffee. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, indeed, cheeky Stormy. She literally just ran from the kitchen onto my lap, showing you to everyone, and she decides to think my hands are food. Yeah, must be a day for cats being jerks. She's been all right. So all of a sudden, she's just showing up in front of you guys, isn't she? Bless her. Susie's saying, look forward to the spring, hopefully nice and warm. Well, I'm getting a taste of spring this coming week. And it's going to take some beating to beat last year's spring and summer, isn't it? But you never know whether it could even be better than last year, but it'll take some doing. Good evening to Anne Smith. Hope you're well. Or just saying, download the game for my cat. She tapped me for playing the game to show her what to do, but she won't play it. She's been watching it for the last half hour. So she wants you to play instead of her playing. Or him. Oh, did I miss Stormy? Yeah, she's literally just there next to me on the setting. I'm going to leave her because I like to keep my hand intact just for now. I don't need an acupuncturist, so I'll just get Stormy to give me an acupuncture. Well, the only difference between winter and spring is the rain's a bit warmer. That is very true. That is very true indeed. Suit has got two cats on his lap. Hopefully not digging the claws into your lap. You're going to behave yourself now, Stormy. May? Right. Good evening. Oh, just before I move on, good evening to J Player L10. Good evening to all. Good evening to you, my friend. So yeah, it's been quite a not. I don't know if it's been like where you are, but it's been quite a pleasant day, really. We've had some sunshine. It's actually quite warm, although warmer than has it been of late. Let's bring up the latest temperature from XC Weather. I'll brought this up for a few weeks, for a few months, possibly. Let's get that onto full screen. So at the moment, the lowest temperature around the UK is 4 degrees, which is up in Scotland, Avonmore and Loch Glashnock. And the current warmest temperature is 12 degrees at London City Airport. Excuse me a second. So just a quick scan of the UK. So Wittisham at 10 degrees. and Norwich at 11. We've got Church Lawford at 10 degrees, Bobscombe down at 8, Yelverton at 10, Plymouth at 10 down towards the southwest, and Calderose at 11. Southwest Wales, we're looking at 10 degrees at Milford Haven, Sennybridge at 8, Birmingham Airport at 10, Leek at 8, Rill at 10, Blackpool at 8, Leeming at 8, as Headford North, Newcastle at 7, Glasgow Airport at 7, Strathallan at 7, and more as we see at 4 degrees, Atnahar at 5 degrees, and let's go to Stoneway at 5 degrees as well. So looking much milder towards the south there. Temperatures up in the upper single figures and double figures for much of the England and Wales. Still, I'll say cold up towards the. Let's clear that. Don't need that. Still fairly cold up towards Scotland, but mild air is still coming up. Air is still down towards the south. We've got a quick look at the winds. They are coming in from the southwesterly direction at the moment. You've got a gust there of 47 miles an hour at Lake Verney. And with maximum wind speed of 33 at Aberdeen. So let's flick across and have a look at the facts charts. Pop ahead into the chat, see if anyone else has come in. Find what I got up to. I see the comment there from audio. And we're getting to the point where the scrolls are different web feeds here. Speaking of rainfall, the current temperature here, we're sitting at 99.6 millimeters for the month of February. So we just need 0.4 millimeters before the end of the month to reach 100 millimeters for the third time in 4 months, which is exceptional considering how dry spring and summer was last year. Laura's saying that's 14.8 degrees max, currently at 9.4 degrees where she is. Excuse me. And James is saying it's 2 degrees here. Good evening to James. I don't know who came first, but we've got both of our admins in, James and Paul James. Hope you're all both well. Thank you for keeping an eye on proceedings. So it's been so wet here, the winter fish have been complaining. Oh, you've got your neighbour back out, coming out of hibernation. And saying it's 8 degrees here. Heating's still off as I was too hot with it on. Yeah, it's been a glorious day. Met Office has sleet showers later tonight. At least it's not the dose of snow you had earlier in the season. Let's have a look, see what's going on with the latest synoptic charts from the Met Office, the facts charts. So currently we're in a southwesterly flow. We've got showers coming towards the north through the rest of today and into tomorrow. As James said, it's forecast for them to get a few sleetiness where he is. As we're heading to tomorrow, we've got a warm front coming in from the southwest. We've got high pressure down towards the Med, and we're bringing up the winds up from a deep southwesterly. And as it says so on the tin, warm front's bringing up much warmer air that will cross through overnight into Tuesday. High pressure towards the south, low pressure up towards northwest. We're dragging the air up from the southwest, even towards Iberia, if this wind starts to change into a southerly, which is likely to be the case. So any sunshine, we could see temperatures nicely up into the mid-teens. We're looking maybe 15, 16 degrees. Could be slightly higher in a few places towards the southeast. We've got this weather front out towards the west, which is, because they're given the boundary between the very mild air and the Atlantic air trying to come in from the, Atlantic. It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Eventually that does clear through and we're back to more of a southwest to westerly by the time we get to the end of the week. So let's have a look at the UKV model. Have a look at the rainfall for the next few days. So as already been mentioned, showers expected across northern areas overnight. Some of those could be on the heavy side. So winteriness can't be ruled out for them for Scotland. Drier further south, away from northern England. Then during the day tomorrow, we've got that warm front coming in. Looks like it could be like a bit of a developing band. There could be some hill fog further southwest as that warm front moves up from the southwest. And it just seems to develop right over the country, to be honest, as we head through tomorrow afternoon. Looks like a few showers could be falling on behind towards Wales through Monday night. And then during that time, we're in that much milder air. And out towards the west, we've got that boundary where the more Atlantic air is. And eventually through into Thursday, could be some heavy showers there, perhaps as this front moves through overnight into Thursday. So plenty of showers falling on behind. Before more of a spell of rain across the country through Thursday. Another pulse comes up from the southwest into Friday, and that's as far as we can go with the UKV precipitation. Let's have a look at the temperatures with this run as well. Let's go through to tomorrow. The time up. So heading through to tomorrow, temperatures across much of England and Wales, it's the highest single figures down to around about 11, 12 degrees, maybe 13 towards the far southeast, up through Scotland, especially over the high ground, we're looking around about the mid-single digits. Then during the night into Tuesday, we've got that mild air moving up from the southwest. And some places could stay above 10 degrees all night, which would be a very warm night for this time of year, considering we are still at the end of February. But during the day, if you get any breaks in that cloud, temperatures will respond nicely, hitting maybe 14, 15 degrees. But across much of the UK, we are seeing temperatures upper single digits and definitely into the double digits, 12, 13 degrees likely. And going through into Wednesday, again, if you get any prolonged sunshine, especially through Wednesday, there's a few hints there towards the southeast. Temperature could be up to 17, maybe 18. Could I say 19? I don't think we'll reach that, but 18 is more likely. And elsewhere, up into the teens across the UK. Away from western areas where you've got that rain band with the Atlantic air behind, ready to move across. So definitely midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to feel like a taste of spring. Hopefully things will start drying out a little bit. The sun at this time of year now is about as strong as it is around about the end of October. and another 4 weeks, it will be the spring equinox. So I'm definitely going to start feeling the power of the sun over the next few weeks or so. And also, it is getting lighter much earlier and lighter in the evening as well. I noticed it was still a bit light at 5:45 this evening here. And through into Thursday, once that weather front crosses the country, we're back into the high single digits, around about 10, 11 elsewhere. And that's as far as I can go into Friday morning. I'll put my head back into the chat, see how everyone is doing. And good evening to our friend Rachel. Hope you are all well. Good evening, Rachel. Hope you're keeping well. Wrong button, sorry. Double dose of Rachel. That's just jumped up as I clicked onto it. Jay Player is saying it's going to be around about 20 degrees here in northern central Portugal. Wow. Excuse me. Definitely a taste of spring for you in Portugal there. Let's go up to the comments, see where I left off with. Yeah, James was saying it's 18 degrees for London Wednesday. Could very potentially be. Just had a sharp shower lightning strike near Weatherby. Ooh. Just have a look at, just check that on my phone a second. Indeedy. If that'll come up on the screen. No, just saw that. Come on. So yeah, start showing now, but you see that lightning strike up towards Weatherby. So look at the radar up there. So yeah, a few sharp showers up towards the north of England at the moment. Oh, good evening to Steffi. Hope you're well. Have you enjoyed your week off? Was it half term where you are? Because it definitely was here. And there's some areas this coming week. Yeah, 88 millimeters so far for me this month. Been another wet one, hasn't it? I posted a video on Discord 4 days back now of really intense blizzard with thundersnow. It was complete whiteout. Oh, wow. You've really had the snow this year, haven't you? This season. Just going down your comments. Oh, so it was half term where he was, Stephanie. I've just seen a comment there. Oh, there's a good amount of light earlier on. Oh, we're definitely getting to that time of year again, aren't we? See more storms. Hopefully, it could be early signs of things to come for this season. Right, let's. Forgot what I was going to do there. Let's have a look at the GFS model, see what that is giving us at the moment. Let's put it on the screen. There we go. About 20 clicks later. So the latest GFS run from lunchtime today, we're going to have a look at the upper air temperatures and the sea level pressure charts at the same time. Let's put it through to right now. So Monday, I've got that weather front coming up from the southwest. You can see it's bringing up this much milder air from the southwest. That'll help the temperatures to climb as we head into Wednesday. So we've got that weather front sat out towards the west, introducing the more Atlantic air. Still got this warm southerly flow, which, as I said, could see temperatures up into the mid to upper teens in some areas down towards the southeast. As we head through to the back end of this week, we're seeing the wind switch to more of a west to northwesterly. We've got cooler air moving across the northern areas. It's like high pressure coming across the south there into Saturday. Then we are bringing the winds back up from the south-southeast, but not mild at this stage. Then start next week, low pressure out towards the west, high pressure out towards the south. Sorry, low pressure towards the northwest, high pressure down towards the southeast. Looking at a southwesterly, keeping things fairly mild. There's no cold punch coming out of America there through midweek. In 10 days' time, we're bringing back the winds up from the southwest again. We could see another, shall we say, plume of mild air up from the southwest. Temperatures could be up into the mid-teens again. And a hint of high pressure, 1040 actually, through 2 weeks' time. The cold punch coming down towards the east of Europe. We've got high pressure actually across the UK at this stage, keeping things settled. And towards the back end of this run, turn things a bit more mild towards the southwest. So there's that hint there of high pressure taking over for 2 weeks' time. Still a long way off, but we could do like a good week or so to dry things out, and any spring warmth will be very welcome, wouldn't it? So I've got a jet stream actually, see what the latest on the jet stream is, and it's slap bang across the UK at the moment. And as that warm front moves northeastwards through into Tuesday, we'll be on the warmer side of the jet. But then we've got that bit of trough out towards the west, with then the jet stream up over the UK, pushing northwards through Wednesday. Eventually, the jet stream will flatten out across the UK. And the jet stream seems to kind of do a bit of a split actually across the UK. We've got high pressure towards Europe, and we've got an arm of the jet stream heading up towards the north of the UK, up through the Norwegian Sea to Scandi. And we've got another arm of the jet heading down, really getting pushed down towards North Africa. Let's head back a little bit. See, I was like, there's going to be a block across perhaps Europe there. And it's going to send the jet stream, split the jet stream. So there's that block. But the block isn't close enough to keep the jet stream away from the UK as we head into days 10 and 11. Eventually, as we're heading today, it's 12 and 13. Jet stream is heading up towards the northwest. We've got that block perhaps forming there, that area of high pressure. Send the jet stream up towards the north. As the back end of this run, we're actually in a bit of a blocked pattern there with the jet stream up towards Iceland, coming down into Norway through Central Europe. So hint now of maybe high pressure taking over the UK towards the start to mid-March. Time will tell. Let's have a look at the temperatures with this run. Go through tomorrow. So temperatures tomorrow, as I mentioned, around about 10, 11 degrees. Then we've got that warm front heading north. Temperatures on Tuesday wildly into the double digits. Maybe 14, 15, maybe 16 degrees on Tuesday. And into Wednesday, it could still feel a bit warmer. Oops, a bit too far with that. We could see about 16, 17, maybe 18 degrees towards the southeast on Wednesday. Cooler towards the west and northwest. And that weather front moves across the country, introducing the fresher air. Temperatures still just about touching double figures there for Thursday. And Friday, but cool conditions up towards the northwest. Temperatures running single digits. Heading towards the weekend. Across the board, we're looking at temperatures from about 4 to 6 in the north, and about 7 to 11 elsewhere. And into next Sunday, temperatures getting to double figures again across much of England and Wales, cool up towards Scotland. And rain the same again for Monday the 2nd and Tuesday the 3rd. No, it's not got any further than that. Just have a quick look at the stratosphere, because I heard there could be an SSW, which I think is still late in the season. Probably late in the season now, perhaps to be affecting as much. So there is a warming across the North Pole at the moment. Not too significant, really. Obviously, the PV is going to start weakening now as we head into spring. There is a warming towards the American side. The PV is just getting really squashed towards Eastern Europe. And even though the MPV is still getting squashed into Northern Europe, obviously there's warmth right across the North Pole. And I think eventually in the next few weeks, the PV will just die a death as it would normally do it going head into spring. Just going to put my head back into the chat. Good evening to send it. Hope you're well, my friends. Hope you are well. Nice to see you. Hope you're keeping okay. Mystery XDYT, is that a fake profile maybe? I don't know. Nodrick isn't here tonight. Do we know you, Mystery? Good evening to Amy Kumar. Hi guys, it's been a while. Hope you're all okay. Oh, how are you all? Sorry. Not too bad here. Not too bad. Just glad to see we're not seeing much rain, but still going to tend to quite another wet February. Just need 0.4 millimeters for the rest of this month to hit over 100. Thanks for that feedback, James. As exciting weather-wise, we could be seeing temperature up to about 15, 16 degrees for some areas towards the southeast. Wednesday, Tuesday's not looking too bad either. Definitely taste of spring for this coming week. Let's have a look at our weekly look at the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts. I'll probably wrap it up there. And it's not Stoke, it's too hot for me that. No, we're probably looking around about 13, 14 degrees up towards the North Midlands. So it's going for a taste of early spring. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on my tabs? Chance to hang the washing out this week. Actually, my partner has put the washing out outside today just to, dry out a bit. Starts to feel the first signs of the sun getting stronger. All right. Let's have a look at the ECMWF charts. So the 23rd of February through to the 2nd of March. We've got high pressure up towards the northwest. So we've got low pressure up towards the northwest, high pressure over towards the Med. It's giving us a southwesterly flow through this coming week. The 2nd of March into the 9th of March continues that southwesterly flow, high pressure out towards Eastern Europe. The 9th of March through to the 16th of March, we've got high pressure out towards east of Europe. And we're still bringing up more of a maybe southeasterly airflow, so we could see a bit of warmth come up there from middle of March, the 16th of March through to the 23rd. We've got low pressure up towards northwest. Again, that'll get bringing in more of a southwesterly, southerly flow potentially. And the 23rd of March towards the 30th of March has low pressure over the UK. That's been giving us a westerly on that flow. And no clear signal there for the end of March to April. Low pressure towards the mid-Atlantic. So again, we could be looking more of a southerly, southwesterly flow. So I'm going to look at the same charts again, but this time for the precipitation. Actually, is that just updated? Let's see if that's changed, because I think it might have updated in the last few moments. Because when I first looked at that, it had Saturday on there. So let's have a look. See if there's any change in the charts there. So 23rd of February through to the 2nd. Seems like some of these peaks are more intense. So yep, still got that southwesterly flow there. Then the 2nd of March through to the 9th of March has high pressure, strong high pressure there towards the east. That's giving us a southeasterly flow. That could be bringing the winds up from the central Med if this was to come off. The 9th of March through to the 16th of March has high pressure out towards Europe, low pressure out towards the Atlantic. That's bringing us a southerly flow. The 16th of March through to the 23rd has lower pressure Out towards the west, we could be looking more of a southerly southwesterly flow. And the 23rd of March through to 30th of March has lower pressure towards Europe. So, possibility we could see winds coming in from the north, maybe. Still low pressure up towards Greenland there, so could be a bit of a in between these low pressure systems. And the 30th of March through to 6th, there's no clear signal across where we are at all. So this time there will be. I've got a precipitation on the latest run, so that's just come down probably in the last 20 minutes or so. So same charts again, but this time I'm looking at the precipitation. So western areas are looking wetter than average for this coming week. The 2nd of March through to the 9th, we're looking drier than average further east you are. The 9th to the 16th of March, looking average. And the 16th of March to the 23rd, we're looking wetter. And then we're looking around about average there for the end of March, 23rd to the 30th. We're looking wetter than average for the 30th to the 2nd of April. And finally, let's have a look at the 2 meter temperatures. See what they're showing. And there's no surprise really with temperatures up into the mid-teens for parts of England and Wales. We're looking much warmer than average. That is showing around about 3 to 6 degrees above average this coming week. The 2nd through to the 9th of March, we're looking around 1 to 3 degrees above average. Likewise for the 9th to 16th of March. And we continue through to the middle of March and end of March as well. So yeah, if you're looking for warm weather, that's looking promising there from the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts. Could we finally, with high pressure close by, are we actually going to just have a spell of drier weather, which we really need just to dry us out a little bit? Some of us have had relentless rain for months now since the start of autumn, really. Just going through your chats. Big storm out about hit northeast of the USA. Ones out there could be big. Yeah, they've definitely got like a big winter storm again. A bit of a nor'easter heading towards the northeast of America. I know Ryan Yours currently live. Well, it was probably half an hour before it went live myself, but more likely it'll be still live for the rest of this evening, overnight. So if you want to see the latest, head over to Ryan Yall on YouTube. Yeah. Either way, I'm not rushing out to put my bikini out on. Still a bit early in the season yet. Just get a few more months to warm up first. They're all due. So I'm going to start winding down, and within the next few minutes, we'll head off for this week. This is the last live of Meteorological Winter. So yeah, so next week is the first day of Meteorological Spring, so more likely we could have new titles up for next week. There's no special week, but there is going to be a show with me, Liz, and Gordon the next few weeks. Give you further updates. I think I'll let you know next week on the date of that. But that's coming up. Obviously, I think the next few weeks has been arranged. So just wait for confirmation on the date. So yeah, I'll let you know that on next week's live. So, yeah. So thank you so much for all of you popping in this evening. Trust Dog, get the TV. Trust Zone Dog Training. Yes, Raniel is still alive. I have him on the split screen and still alive for a while. Brandon Kopic is also storm chasing. Yeah, we're coming into tornado season now as well, aren't we now? So as from next week, we'll start looking at the US warnings, see if there's any severe thunderstorm threats. And let's get spring into action. So it's literally, so to speak. Thanks to our mods, Paul James and James, to keeping on proceedings in the background there. Hope you all have a good week. Yes, thank you, Matthew. Smash the like button. Don't have to, but you can do. Thank you to Send It Weather. As you can see going across the bottom there, please check out our friends at Gav's Weather Vids and Send It Weather. Good night to Anne Smith and others. Hope you all have a good week. Just a few tornadoes this week, just gone looking forward to the main season. Oh, definitely. We love watching severe weather, but it draws the line where it does start affecting people's livelihoods. We just want tornadoes to stay in the field, causing havoc. Well, not causing havoc, but just going across people's fields and not affecting people's homes and businesses and so forth. But with tornadoes, they don't choose where it's going to go at all. Thank you to Steffi. I shall roll those credits in just a few seconds. Thank you to Laura. Thank you to Audio Coffee. And everyone else that has tuned in this evening. I hope you all enjoy the last week of meteorological winter. And I shall see you next week, 8 p.m. Take care, buddy. And stay safe. See you next week. Take care. For the last time, it's time to roll these credits for the 25-26 season. So see you next season. Ta-ra for now.